Patanjali says very beautifully. Use your mind, otherwise somebody else will start using it. Before somebody else starts using it, better you start using it. Better you start living it. I have a story for you. How you project things and see. I'll read it out because so that you won't miss a line. A visitor to an art gallery was perplexed by what appeared to be nothing more than a blank canvas. As chance would have it, the artist responsible was standing next to him. The artist also was standing next to him. This visitor asked, I don't wish to appear offensive, but what exactly is it supposed to be? What is this drawing? What is this painting? Artist replied proudly, Sir, that is a cow grazing. This guy asked, where is the grass? Sir, the cow has eaten it. This guy asked, all right, but where is the cow? You don't think she would be standing there even after eating all the grass? Understand? Empty paper or empty canvas, you can project what you want. You can see what do you want. You can experience what you want. The whole life is empty canvas, the blank canvas. You go on projecting what you believe and making it as reality. Start believing it as reality. Here, Patanjali gives the right mental setup with which you can start projecting things, with which you can start seeing things, with which you can start living. The Patanjali system, Patanjali is the father of all the yoga systems. Now we have thousands of yoga systems. The other day I was reading a book which was saying that Super Deluxe Kundalini Yoga. I didn't understand the name. All kinds of names we have. Power Yoga, Heart Yoga, Super Deluxe Yoga and Deluxe Yoga and what not. X90 Yoga. I was surprised to. Whatever brand may be, but Patanjali is the father. He is the father who created the system from which all the other established systems got created. Other traditions came to be alive. His system is the best thing, simplest system. All he says, just change the inner software. The way in which you think, the way in which you internalize, the way in which you look at the world. He says, just all you need to do is inner software. Nothing much is needed. You don't need to work on changing every pore. See, sometimes we start cutting the branches. We start cutting the branches. Cutting the branches is not going to work. Changing your habits is almost like cutting the branches. That is not going to work directly. That will take for years. That will take years. Sometime when you cut the branches, it grows more. That's another one big problem. So changing the habits is not going to do. If you have to remove the tree, touch the root and shake it. If you want the transformation, let the inner software be touched. Let the inner software be touched. That is what Patanjali says. First thing you need to do, reasoning. Reasoning. He gives 4 characteristics. 4, I can say, all the 4 are different understandings. Reasoning, vitarka, contemplation, vichara, ananda, ashmita. These are the 4 things. Reasoning, contemplation, blissful flowering, and state of pure awareness. These four leads you to a samadhi called Sambrajnata Samadhi. It's a level of a samadhi. Understand? There are different levels of samadhi experience. Means the experiencing the superconsciousness. There are different levels. Till that ultimate enlightenment is achieved, the ultimate flowering happens, there are different levels of experience. Here Patanjali is speaking about different levels. It's like when you achieve the ultimate enlightenment, it's called Kaivalya or complete enlightenment or Jivan Mukti. But when you start living the characters expressed by an enlightened being, that is called the Sambrajnata Samadhi. These are the Samadhi states, these are the experience states Patanjali describes. You will experience when you start living what the great masters have expressed in their life, what great masters are radiating in their life, the qualities, the characters which they radiate in their life. If you start living, you will express, you will achieve this kind of samadhis, this kind of experiences, so that you can go to the next levels. It is like he is constantly inspiring us just to change the inner software, just to change the inner software. Nothing else is needed, nothing much is needed. All you need is only one thing, actually. In the young age, I was brought up by a great yogi, one enlightened yogi. I asked him, what is the essence of everything? He used to make me do so many different things. He will make me do this, that, and sometime for 3-4 months, he will make me do the same kind of practices. And sometimes suddenly, he will not see me for 2-3 years. And he will not even tell the reason. Once it happened, for 2 years, he did not give me any instruction. Whatever instruction he gave me did not work out. He just disappeared and I could not see him for quite a long time. Then when I met him again, I asked, at least now you tell me the essence so that I will carry in my life. He said very beautifully, just pick up the idea about your body and mind, of what I have, about my body and mind, that's all. What I think as my body, what I think as my mind, what I think about me, this idea if you can just pick up, and if you have that same idea about your body, your mind and you are done. Here, that is what Patanjali describes as Sambrajnata Samadhi. He describes this as a kind of a samadhi state, the enlightenment state. Very beautifully he describes. If I keep this as an enlightenment scale, the yogi who brought me up is surely enlightened, no doubt. No doubt, he is surely enlightened. It is just like switching the inner software. Switching the inner software. I have a story for you about switching. Minutes before her husband's funeral, a widow took one last look at his body. To her horror, she saw that he was wearing a brown suit, whereas she had issued strict instructions to the undertaker that she wanted him buried in a blue suit. She sought out the undertaker and demanded that the suit be changed. At first, undertaker tried to tell her that it was too late, but when he could see that she was not going to back down, he ordered the mortician to wheel the coffin away. Few minutes later, just as the funeral was about to start, the coffin was wheeled back in, and incredibly, the corpse was now wearing a blue suit. The widow was delighted, and after the service, praised the undertaker for his swift work. He said, "Oh, it was nothing. It so happened there was another body in the back room, and he was already dressed in blue suit. All we had to do was switch heads." I think switching head is a lot more easy than changing dress. Switching the inner software, changing the inner software is all Patanjali is prescribing. First thing, he says, reasoning. Spend little time in reasoning. Take little time to look into your body and mind. The idea you carry about your body, the idea you carry about your mind. Many times, the devotees and patients come to me for healing. This especially it's allergies, allergy healing. In India, I am very popular for healing, well known for this, especially allergy healings, allergy specialist. All I do, usually if somebody is allergic for banana, I give the same banana to them. If somebody is allergic for chili, I give the same chili to them. If somebody is allergic to the nuts, I give the same nuts to them. The first they get a little frightened. They ask, how to take Swamiji? Tell them, don't bother. But the moment they take it inside, once, that's all. The allergy disappears. Even here, as a living proof, he was allergic to banana. One day in San Jose, he came and met me and said, for years, I can't eat banana, Swamiji, I'm allergic to banana. I just picked up one banana and gave him, eat now, I'll take care. And he ate. I think last 4 years, no allergy. It just disappeared. Day before yesterday, he was asking me, how it happens, Swamiji? How the same thing works? Understand, allergy is nothing but an idea you carry about your body. If that samskara is removed, if that engram is removed, under the safe, secured, controlled conditions, the condition where you feel safe and protected, in that condition, in that secured atmosphere, if that engram is removed, and it never works again on your system, that's all. Looks very simple, just like switching the heads. It is very simple. See, the idea which you carry about your body and about your mind plays a major, vital role in your life. First thing, reason. The idea which you carry about your body, where is it going to lead me? Where is it going to lead me? Sometimes, these people are so protective, are insecure, they don't relax. They don't even allow you to remove that samskara. They don't allow you to remove that engram. They constantly hold on. How much ever you guide, how much ever you help, they will not be willing to relax. Then you can't help. You can't help. Only when you are willing to relax and allow that samskara to be removed, it is possible. It's like the faith cannot be faked. Belief cannot be faked. It has to be very completely guileless, innocent, open, connecting. Only then that samskara can be removed, that engram can be removed. I have seen people, they just hold on, and when you hold on to those ideas, those beliefs, it doesn't lead you anywhere. First thing you need to do, see the ideas which you carry about your body and mind, where is it going to lead you? Reasoning, where am I going to land? Where am I going to end? Is it going to lead me to my peak? Is it going to lead me to my ultimate? Reasoning, analyzing, it's a beautiful word. Vitarka means trying to analyze inside, trying to reason. It's almost like receiving the spiritual ideas and reasoning with yourself. The ideas which I am carrying, the spiritual ideas which I am receiving from the Master, which one is going to lead me to my peak? That reasoning. The problem is, sometimes people, because of their ego, they go on believing, no, I know what he talks, I know what he says, I know what he says, I know what he says. Constantly, you are stuck with that one idea, I know what he says, I know what he says, I know what he says. One guy came to me and asked, if I read some atheist books, I see they have their logic. I feel what they are saying is true. If I read some book written by an enlightened master, theists, believers, again I feel what they say is right. Again I feel they have their logic. How can I decide what is true, Swamiji? I tell them, see, who can lead you to your peak? Pick up that person, pick up that logic, that's all. An atheist who says there is nothing else beyond my logic, beyond our intelligence, beyond our intellect, is naturally constantly has to be in depression, because the moment you see the end of your logic, end of your intellect, nothing else to do, nothing else to go where, nowhere else to go. And humanity has reached that extreme now. We have reached the extent, we have used our intellect to its maximum, to its limit. I can see when your intellect has been used to its limit and nothing else to do, naturally what to do? You will be in depression. But theist opens a new sky for you. A spiritual person opens a new sky for you. The spiritual ideas opens a new dimension for you. You have constantly something to explore. Progress further, grow further, grow further, expand further. The possibility of expansion is limitless. That is why the spiritual people never end up in depression. They have constantly to do something. They have something to achieve. They have something to express. They have something to work. But if you are caught in atheist ideas, if you are caught just your intellect, then naturally nothing else to do, nowhere else to go. Depression is inevitable. Depression is inevitable. So see, look into your mental setup. Reason which mental setup is going to give me the more expanded joy, more expanded bliss, more expanded feeling fulfillment, more expanded being. Sometimes people come and ask me, Swamiji, when I see you and listen to your discourse, I know you are right. You are for me. But when I listen to some people who talk negative about you, who talk ill of you, again I feel they are right. They have their own logic. Same problem, the atheist problem. What can I do? What to do? Understand, whoever can lead you to a better state of consciousness, follow them, that's all. If the person who finds fault with me, who talks ill about me to you, if he can lead you to a higher state than where I can lead, then follow him. I have no problem. Tell me about him, I will also follow him.